Anxiety is a common mental health disorder that affects millions of people in the US, and it can be a real pain in the neck, or chest, or head, or stomach, you name it. It comes in different flavors, like generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, social anxiety disorder, and obsessive compulsive disorder. It's like a sampler platter of stress and worry, except it's not appetizing at all. But don't you worry, my friends, because there are several medications available that can help manage anxiety symptoms. And since we love to make top 10 lists, here are the top 10 drugs for anxiety in the US. Disclaimer: the information provided in this video is for educational purposes only. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of a qualified healthcare provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have watched in this video. All the medications mentioned in this video will come in their generic name. Alprazolam. Good old alprazolam. A fast-acting friend in times of anxiety and panic. This medication works by increasing the activity of gamma-aminobutyric acid, which is like sending a team of brain firefighters to calm down the raging flames of anxiety. But beware, my friends, alprazolam can be quite a temptress, as it has the potential to be habit-forming. So make sure to follow your healthcare provider's instructions to a T. Or you might find yourself in a sticky situation where alprazolam has become more clingy than a koala bear on a eucalyptus tree. Clonazepam. Well, if it isn't our friend clonazepam, the benzodiazepine with a fancy name. This little pill is a jack of all trades, helping with anxiety disorders, seizures, and even panic attacks. It's like the Swiss Army knife of medication. But hold on, before you start popping clonazepam like their candy, there's a catch. This medication can be habit-forming, meaning you might get hooked on it like your morning cup of coffee. And let's be real, nobody wants to deal with withdrawal symptoms, which can feel like the worst hangover ever. Lorazepam. Lorazepam, also known as lorazepam, is a real snooze fest in a good way. It's a benzodiazepine medication that can help calm the anxious mind and even help you catch some Z's. But beware, it's so good at its job that it can be habit-forming. So better follow your doctor's orders on this one. Don't go popping lorazepam like candy, or you might end up sleepwalking through life. Sertraline. So imagine you're feeling down in the dumps and just can't seem to shake it off. You're bummed out, anxious, and everything feels like a chore. Well, fear not, my friend, that's where sertraline comes to the rescue. Or as better known, Zoloft. Now, I know what you're thinking. A drug that increases my serotonin levels? That sounds like something I'd have to buy from a guy named Sketchy Steve behind the dumpster at the local gas station. But fear not, Zoloft is a legitimate medication that can help you get back on track. Escitalopram. So here's the deal with escitalopram, folks. It's like a bouncer at a club blocking the reuptake of serotonin and making sure there's plenty of it available for your brain to party with. But like any good bouncer, it can also have some side effects that might make you regret going to the club in the first place. Nausea, insomnia, and sexual dysfunction? No thanks, I'll pass. But hey, if you're feeling up for it, give it a shot and see if it's the right fit for you. Just don't blame me if you end up feeling like you got kicked out of the club before the night even began. Venlafaxine. Venlafaxine, or as I like to call it, Effexor because it sounds cooler, is a medication that helps regulate mood by playing a game of keep away with two important neurotransmitters, serotonin and norepinephrine. As in our eyes, like Effexor are like those annoying kids who won't share their toys. They block the reuptake of these neurotransmitters, making them more available to help balance your mood. Duloxetine. Duloxetine is like the Sherlock Holmes of anxiety medication. It blocks the reuptake of both serotonin and norepinephrine like a detective blocks a suspect from escaping. It's a multi-talented drug that can also help with depression and chronic pain. But be warned, like a roller coaster ride, it can cause some side effects such as nausea, dry mouth, and constipation. So if you want to ride the duloxetine roller coaster, make sure to pack some anti-nausea medication and a bottle of water to stay hydrated. Buspirone. Picture this. You're lying in bed at night, your mind racing with all the things you need to do tomorrow, the bills you need to pay, and the embarrassing thing you said to your crush in 5th grade. Suddenly, you hear a knock on the door. You reluctantly get up and answer it. And there's Buspirone ready to take away all your anxiety. Okay, maybe that's not exactly how it works, but Buspirone is definitely a great option for people who want to manage their anxiety without feeling like a zombie. It works by binding to certain receptors in the brain, kind of like a lock and key situation. Once it's locked in, it helps reduce those anxious feelings and thoughts. Hydroxyzine. Hydroxyzine is a medication that treats anxiety and itching. But what's itching got to do with anxiety, you might ask? Well, sometimes when you're feeling anxious, your skin starts to crawl and itch like crazy. It's like your body is trying to tell you to scratch your way out of your anxious thoughts. That's where hydroxyzine comes in. It blocks the action of histamine, a chemical that causes itching and inflammation. So not only that it calms your nerves, but it also helps to soothe your itchy skin. It's like a 2-for-1 deal. Pregabalin. Pregabalin, or as I like to call it, pregabalin, is a medication that helps treat anxiety and nerve pain. It's like a superhero that comes in and saves the day by binding the calcium channels in the brain and reducing the release of those pesky neurotransmitters that cause anxiety. But like any superhero, pregabalin has its side effects. Dizziness, drowsiness, and weight gain can all tag along for the ride. So you might end up feeling a little wobbly, a little sleepy, and a little more jolly than usual. Just be sure to check with your healthcare provider to make sure this medication is the right fit for you and to monitor those side effects. Anxiety, oh anxiety, the bane of our existence. It can make us feel like we're constantly living in a haunted house. With our hearts racing and our palms sweating, well, fear not, my anxious friends, for there are drugs that can help. And while these drugs can definitely help alleviate anxiety symptoms, they're not a cure-all. Just like how a slice of pizza isn't going to solve all your problems, although it does come pretty close sometimes. Medication should always be used as part of a comprehensive approach to treatment. This might include therapy, exercise, and lifestyle changes. And if you're new here, hello and welcome to Medication Updates Quick Facts. Our channel's focus on health and wellness topics is driven with increased awareness and importance of maintaining good health in our fast-paced and often stressful lives. If this is something you're into, consider hitting the subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you can be updated on our next upload. Thank you for watching.